So today, I didn't do my traditional Zoom session. Decided to use a platform called Melon Apps, and the reason for that is the process for what I was doing before, utilizing the Zoom live stream, and then utilizing OneStream to stream the Zoom meeting. It was just taking a long process, right? And so I've decided to kind of look at the overall structure of my process and said, okay, this is a lot of work. Well, not it took a long time because just the setup and then scheduling the one stream and all that took a lot of work. And so what I decided was let me take a look at Melon app because it is a platform that I have access to and see if that cuts some of the time that is necessary. Now, the reason why I was using Zoom was because I was trying to get people to register for the Zoom session so that I can potentially drive leads into the Zoom registration so that they can um, register. And once we get the registrant, then that will get people, the registration would get triggered into my email database, right? So basically trying to generate name and email as a result. But um, while that is helpful in utilizing that, it was just a lot of work on a weekly basis. And so what I've decided was once a month, I'm going to do a more in-depth coaching training once a month, probably at the beginning of the month. And then on the other weekly event, I'm going to be utilizing Melon app. Um, and I find it it has a lot of features. I'm actually using it right now. And um, so once a week, I'm gonna be doing a Zoom meeting where it's gonna be like a like it could be a monthly meetup or whatever you call it, and where I'm going to be going in depth into some sort of training. I could be doing some Q&A. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do, but ultimately I'm gonna be doing something every week, every Thursday, use on YouTube and Facebook. Uh, but so that first week or the first week I'm going to be utilizing the Zoom meetings so that people can register, and then the other weeks is going to be short 15 minutes of coaching and Q&A, whichever, if there's no questions that I think people have submitted, then I'm just going to go over some short training, and then on Tuesdays I'm just going to go live on um, on Instagram, just coaching as well. Though I can't really share screen on Instagram, so it's more of a coaching session, I guess you would. Also answering questions that people have when they submit through Instagram as well. All right. So today I wanted to go over one of my client of getting Google reviews via email campaign. And so we recently did a email campaign where we sent out to um, I'm not sure. Let me just share with you how many people. So let me take a look and see. Let me pull out the screen and see if I can share it. I'm gonna go. I got two screens here, and let me show this on screen. So this is um, a list of all the people that basically that we so how this works is, well, let me see how many people there are in this list approximately. So there are about 100 106 minus the first line is 105 people that she emailed. And so to this point, let me see how many. I'm gonna go to her Google review. Let me just go and share the screen, and then let's just go and take a look at Google. Um, business. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna continue high because it's gonna show all of my client information. And let's take a look at um, so as of there's, let me see, newest reviews here. There's one, two, three, four, five new reviews as a result of that campaign. So we're not actually done because right before, probably gonna send a reminder email probably next week, and hopefully that will drive some additional reviews as well. So getting reviews is not as simple as just people asking for reviews. There are ways that you can optimize it so that you can get more reviews. This is after the fact. It's like an end of the year campaign to try to get more uh, reviews for Lisa. But um, so what we did was, let me share my screen again here. Um, so I created a Google Sheet which I shared with Lisa, right? And what we did here is as soon as there are different ways to make this work. The difference between, I guess, she could have just sent out all of these people, um, tag them in her CRM. I think she uses Revolve, and then she could have sent it out, right? But the problem that I see with most CRM platforms, whether it's Aweber, Revolve, or any other platform, the ISP knows that it is coming from a email platform, just because it knows it through looking at um, the the header, I guess, whatever you call it, and it knows. And then some of those emails end up going into the promotions tab, if not the spam folder. And so the recipient doesn't, will never see that email. And so what we use is the client's actual SMTP, or their Gmail or SMTP. she Lisa uses, I think through her office, they use Microsoft Office. And so we were able to get the SMTP information, and then basically we utilize, there's different platforms out there you can use. You can use Zapier, you can use Pabbly. That's what we use because it's a lot cheaper than using Zapier. And so when um, what triggers this field, so then it picks up. So whenever like she goes in and puts in this field, which is the date, that's the date that she actually called or texted these people, and that's the way that she wanted to set it up. And I think that makes sense because it's more personable when she texts. Now, there are ways to automate texting so that way she doesn't even have to text. We could have set it up in a way that through our platform Pro 360, um, we could have automated sending out the text as well as the email, and that could have been done automatically. But when we first discussed this this campaign, she told me that she was going to make a phone call, and so my thought was that if she's going to make a phone call, then she'll have this Google sheet in front of her, and then um, she's going to input this number. This is the triggering field, so that she would put the date there, and then the automation will kick in and send out the email as a result of this triggering it. And so we created a in Pabbly Connect. Let me share with you. There's also, you could also do it via um, Zapier as well. Um, and then let me sign in, and let me just hide my screen while I sign in. And just bear with me. I'm sorry, because I have to sign into my password manager while it does that. because I don't remember my password. My passwords are very long and very complex because my password manager actually keeps track of all the passwords. I don't use the same passwords on all the accounts. Okay, so I'm actually accessing Pabbly Connect. And then here is my client's. So let me share my screen again here. So here is Lisa Ortiz's campaign. And so if you look at this campaign, this is the triggering mechanism with Google Sheet. And then what it does is it actually sends out an SMTP. And so this is the action where the action is an email, so which triggers it out to through her SMTP. And so it's as if she's sending the email out, right? Um, so as a result of that campaign, let me just go back here. So far, we've been able to get, I think, 4 or 5 reviews, right? So, getting reviews on, and while we're talking about getting reviews, because that is the number 2 item that is affecting your Google Business Profile. So like if you think about, whether it's Instagram or whether it's LinkedIn, it's literally content for Google Business Profile. So that's content besides photos and besides filling out the information. Reviews is the number 2 factor when it comes to how Google looks at you, um, an entity on the business. So the more reviews, the more relevant reviews, the better. Okay. All right, so I hope this was helpful. So I just wanted to go over today how to get Google reviews. That was also I talked about a little bit of automation as well. All right. Until uh, Thursday, next Thursday. So ultimately, what I'm going to be doing is moving forward. I'm going to be having a more in-depth training, which I'm going to make it into uh, I may actually not rather than doing an event, I may even think about doing some sort of challenge. So I'm still contemplating whether I should do that or not. I have to meet with my staff maybe next week and then figure out exactly, what we can do with our time because at the end of the day, time is the most important factor, besides taking care of what we have to do internally as well as taking care of our clients, and then thinking about what we can do to promote our business to help you uh, businesses out there, help them with their marketing and online presence, and to help you basically dominate and build your online empire. That's what I call it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next Thursday or on Instagram on Tuesday. All right. Bye now.